Students, now we are going to see that derivation for projectile motion. A projectile is fired at an angle theta with the horizontal. That means a body is projected. It will be thrown with making an angle theta with the horizontal. So this is a vertical, this is a horizontal ground. So it will be thrown with an initial velocity u. So it will be goes up. Here it is a maximum height. At this maximum height, the velocity is 0. So the vertical velocity is 0. Y component velocity is 0. After that, what will happen? The body will comes to the ground with velocity. So there is a two components of velocity, horizontal velocity and vertical velocity. The horizontal velocity Vx, which is equal to u cos theta, and the vertical velocity Vy, which is equal to u sin theta. So the distance between the initial point and the final point in the horizontal line is called as a range. So R is a range, the maximum height is a h max, and we are going to derive the expression for these are all the things. So let us see one by one. So as already I told that the horizontal component of the velocity u cos theta, which is remains constant throughout the motion. So for the vertical component, which changes under the effect of gravity. So that is we are seeing in the previous video, the principle of independence of motion. So the horizontal component and vertical component velocity are independent of each other during the motion of the projectile. So this component, which one? The vertical component, the gravity. What will happen when the bodies move upwards? The gravity first decreases. The gravity value, G value, first decreases because it is moving against the earth gravity. And when it reaches here, so what will happen? The gravity become 0. That means so the maximum, so no gravity. After that, what will happen? Initially, the gravity increases. When it comes down, what will happen? The gravity increases. That is given. So this vertical component, what will happen? First increases, then becomes 0 at a highest point and increases afterwards when it reaches the ground. So I am saying that gravity is 0 here. Don't think that how gravity becomes 0. So not a gravity becomes 0. The vertical component become 0. That means u sin theta become 0. So when the projectile motion is having, so when the upward direction, the vertical motion decreases. At the top, the vertical velocity is 0. When it comes down, the vertical velocity is increases. Okay. So under this combined effect, the body follows a parabolic path. So parabola path. So we are taking that horizontal component and vertical component. So vertical component will be affected by the gravity and horizontal component remain constant throughout the motion. Let us we see one by one clearly. So equation of trajectory of the projectile. So the trajectory means path. So what is the path? So the horizontal velocity which is equal to distance by time. That is a displacement by time. So horizontal velocity is equal to horizontal distance by time. Let us take that the body travels a distance of x. So x by t which is equal to u cos theta. Remember students, horizontal velocity always u cos theta. Vertical velocity u sin theta. Yes, u cos theta which is equal to x by t. Then t which is equal to t comes here and u cos theta comes here. So the time is x by u cos theta. So during the vertical motion, because whenever the body is thrown up, there is a horizontal motion and vertical motion. So for the horizontal motion, we derive the time t is equal to x by u cos theta. So for vertical motion, u is a u sin theta and the acceleration is minus g. Why it is minus g? Yes, the acceleration is moving, the body is moving against the earth gravity. It is moving upward. Earth gravity is always downward direction, the body is moving in upward direction. So we have to take an g value as a minus g. So s is equal to ut plus half at squared. It is a Newton's equations of motion. S is a vertical displacement y and u is a vertical velocity, initial velocity u sin theta. Into time we have taken that x by u cos theta. x by u cos theta minus this g will come here, so minus 1 by 2 g for t x by u cos theta the whole squared. So we have a equation y is equal to x tan theta sin by cos tan theta u get cancelled minus g by 2u cos squared theta into x squared. So this equation is similar to parabolic equation. So parabola equation in general we can represent that y is equal to px minus qx squared. So this is similar to parabola equation. Hence we come to the conclusion that projectile motion is a parabolic path. Hence we are obtained the derivation for this parabolic path also. So simply consider the horizontal velocity and the vertical motion velocity. We are derive the expression for trajectory of the projectile. Next, time of maximum height. So time of the maximum height means what is the time taken by the projectile from starting from origin to it reaches the maximum height A. So what is the time travel, the time taken by the projectile to reach O to A, that is the time of maximum height Tm. Okay, so at the maximum point, what is the Vy? Vy is 0. What is the initial velocity? That is a u sin theta. Why we are taken that v sin theta? Because at this point the Vy, the component is initial velocity. U initial velocity is, sorry, I am writing here. So u initial velocity is u sin theta. That is u is equal to u sin theta. Acceleration A is against the gravity minus g, and we are taken the time is equal to t maximum. So maximum time taken. So final velocity is 0 and u is equal to u sin theta plus A is a minus gravity and t is equal to 2m. So tm which is equal to u sin theta by g. So very simple derivation. We are taken that the time taken for move to O to A at the time t. So what is the time taken by the projectile from traveling O to A? The maximum height is Tm which is equal to u sin theta by g. So the next one is time of flight. So time of flight means what is the time taken by the projectile to cover the entire distance. That is the total path from O to B. So this is a point B. This point is B. So what is the time taken by the projectile to cover the entire path? The total time taken is a time of flight. So that is a TF. So I will put everything in suffix. So TF, capital TF, it is a small tm. Small tm is a maximum time taken. The time taken to reach the maximum height. TF means time taken to cover the entire parabolic path. So net vertical displacement is 0. So because why I am taking that vertical displacement is 0? Because the initial and the final position of the body is horizontal only. There is no vertical displacement. If you take that the body is final position is here means this is a vertical displacement. But the initial and the final point of the projectile is in the horizontal only. The height never changes. So we taken that net vertical displacement is 0. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to 0. U is a vertical component. We are taking that u sin theta. Always keep remember students. Vertical component means sin theta. Horizontal component means cos theta. That is u is equal to u sin theta into for time we are going to find that is a TF. Then plus we have to put, but acceleration, what is the acceleration? It is moving upward and downward. So minus g 1 by 2 TF square. If you bring the minus 1 by 2 g this side and simplifying that, we get the equation time of flight which is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So by comparing these two equations, it is very clearly we come to the conclusion that time taken for the total time taken is 2 times of the maximum height reaches. Yes, the time taken to reach the maximum height and the time taken to comes to the next level, that is the ground, both the times are equal. Hence the total time is 2 times of the maximum time taken. So the time of maximum height is Tm. The time taken for the total flight is TF. So the relation between these two is TF which is equal to 2 Tm, because just comparing these two things we get an answer this one. Next one is maximum height of the projectile. So what is the maximum height of the projectile? Very simple students. This is the maximum height. So this height we are going to calculate H maximum. So at maximum height, vertical component is 0. Already I told that. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So the final velocity is 0 minus initial vertical velocity is u sin theta the whole square, which is equal to 2. The acceleration is taken as a negative minus g hm. So finally you bring the hm this side. So by simplification we get an equation u square sin square theta by 2g. So the maximum height attained by the projectile is u squared sin squared, that is u squared sin squared theta by 2g. Then horizontal range. So what is a horizontal range? Horizontal range is what is a horizontal displacement? Horizontal displacement of the from the initial and final point of the body. So that is a horizontal range. So the horizontal range is equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. So R is a horizontal range. Horizontal velocity is a u cos theta. So far we are putting a sin theta. For calculating the range only we are using u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g. What is the time of flight? Tf. 2u sin theta by g. Yes, this is the time of flight. 2u sin theta by g. By simplifying this, you get u squared by g, then 2 sin theta cos theta. What is the 2 sin theta? That is the sin 2 theta. So range R is equal to u squared sin 2 theta by g. So very simple student, maximum height and time range. The next final derivation of this question is condition for maximum horizontal range. That is R is equal to u squared sin squared 2 theta by g is a horizontal range. What is the maximum distance? That is at what angle the range will be maximum. Simply sin 2 theta become 1 means that is a maximum. So R will be maximum when 2 theta is equal to 1. That means when 2 theta is equal to 90 degree means we get 1. Then 2 theta is equal to 90, theta is equal to 45 degree. If you substitute this 45 degree here, you get an equation R maximum is equal to u squared by g. So that means when the projectile is projected at an angle 45 degree, the body covers a maximum displacement. Then relation between maximum height and the range. So if you take the ratio maximum height by the range u squared sin squared theta by 2g into u squared sin 2 theta by g, that is the height and range equation. So, u squared get cancelled, g get cancelled, you have a sin squared theta. So I will write sin squared theta as a sin theta into sin theta. So that is a sin squared theta divided by 2 sin. What is a sin 2 theta? That is a 2 sin theta cos theta. Then 1 sin theta and 1 sin theta get cancelled. You get sin theta by cos theta is a tan theta. Then 2 into 2, 4. So tan theta is equal to 4. This 4 come here, 4h by r. So this is another relation between the maximum height and range. Tan theta is equal to 4h by r. Dear students, so this question is a very important question for the exam point of view. So the projectile fired at an angle theta. I will show these pages very slowly for copying in your classwork note. Draw the diagram clearly. So this is a Vx, Vy. Here a Vy is equal to 0. That is a horizontal velocity u cos theta, vertical velocity u sin theta. This is a resultant velocity direction. So the particle will come in this direction, the range. Then you copy this page. U cos theta, u sin theta, and it is a parabolic path. And then we are derive the expressions for equation of the trajectory of a projectile. Then time of maximum height. So first page, second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, maximum height of the projectile, and then horizontal range of the projectile. Horizontal range means maximum horizontal displacement of the particle, and then condition for the maximum range. When theta is equal to 45 degree, the body covers a maximum displacement. And finally, the relation between H and R. Thank you, students.